Hello YouTube family, Greg D here with TGN, and we're back for another DCUO video. And today, you might be wondering why you're seeing my face again. But I kind of want to start a discussion series with DCUO regarding my channel. And this is probably where I'll make maybe once a week talking about certain things in the game, or certain things that I'd like to see in the game, certain things or certain ways that I think that the devs should go as far as future content in the game, or whatever seems to come up that particular week as far as the game in general. So I figured, since it is the end of the year here, now would be a good time to kind of talk about what I would like to see as far as the next year in more of a broad sense. So as most of us know, we will be finally getting water power at some point in 2017. I'd venture to probably say maybe the next episode or the episode after that. So probably within the first half of the year, we probably will be getting water power finally, even after the fact that they've been talking about releasing water power for 6 months now. They've talked about it and we still don't have it yet. So typical DC taking their time with things. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, water will be healer power for those of you who do enjoy being healers. So you have to mention, I should say, I would have to mention too that once water power does come out, obviously we'll be making a loadout video. We'll probably do some gameplay, maybe like a let's play character, start like a brand new character and just kind of run through to show you the progression of the actual power itself. So stay tuned for that. Let me know if you'd want to see that. Also, I would like, me personally, I would like for them at least to make one more power in 2017 after water. And I don't think that's too far-fetched of an idea to give us 2 powers over the course of a year. You have to remember, in the beginning of the game, that first year or two, we were getting literally a new power. We were getting 3 new powers a year. So I don't think it's far-fetched to ask for 2. I believe, if I remember correctly, with the way that they actually rotate, the next power after water would be a controller power. So what that possibly could be, I have no idea. There's so many ideas. I know, and I've talked about this a little bit in other videos, and most people say that they want something like Shadow, or I can't even remember at this point, but water power would like something else. Controller power will probably be, if I remember correctly, like I said, will be the next thing after water. Now, as far as the actual content and instances, one, I think I would like to see another PvP episode, because I know there are a lot of PvP players out there who specifically play DCUO for the PvP stuff. So I think the last PvP centered episode was Battle for Earth, or was it The Last Laugh? And those were in the very, very beginning of the game. I'm talking about that's DLC 4 or 5. We're at what, 28 will be the next one. So I think a PvP centered drop as far as an episode would be good. So you're not alienating a good portion of your players. So devs, if you're paying attention, you may want to think about that. Another thing that I have mentioned in other videos that I would like to see, which I don't know necessarily if they will do it, just because obviously if you're trying to bring people into the game, you obviously want to focus on your main characters. I get that, but I want to see an episode centered around a lesser known, or maybe a secondary DC characters that are that the diehard DC fans like myself would like to see. So, for example, maybe I don't know, do some instances centered around like Martian Manhunter, Shazam, maybe like Constantine. God, I can't even think. Maybe do like the Legends of Tomorrow type thing. Do something centered around, like, I don't know. There's so many options here, but I mean, those are just a couple that I would probably like to see. But I think it would be very wise to give us an episode with a lot of content for, like I said, the hardcore DC fans. And I also think that there should be another episode centered around villains. Like I thought, like the whole Harley trio of instances, like the duo and the solo, I thought that was really cool. I thought that was like a fresh take on things. It was kind of different because for once they centered around the villain, like a villain storyline, and I think they should do that again. So those are like the main things that I can think about. So water power's coming. Hopefully they have at least one more power in 2017. Want to see some instances with storylines with secondary characters like Martian Manhunter, Shazam, Constantine, something like that. And then more villain stuff, villain-centered storylines, and PvP stuff. And I think if DC can cover that in a year, I'm sure that's a huge task as far as, programming and developing and all that stuff. But if they can get it done, I feel like a lot of players that play now would be, I'm trying to think of the right word here, would be remotivated, I guess, to get back into the game and play. And you may also bring in some new players that you may not necessarily have brought in otherwise. So, with that being said, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think or what you would like to see regarding DC over the next year. Don't forget to hit that like button. Help me get this. Maybe, we get a lot of likes. We can get the devs to see this. And maybe some of the ideas will actually get added into the game. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, see you soon.